Monday Morning Blues. Tom Sawyer does not like going to school on Mondays. Read the story and find out more about the excuses he makes to get out of school and how Aunt Polly sees through his tricks. He checked himself carefully. Head, arms, stomach, nothing. Not even the faintest sign of illness. He tried harder, concentrating, willing a stomach ache into existence. A moment of hope sparked. Was that a cramp? But no, the feeling faded away, leaving him disappointed. Just as he was about to give up, he made a discovery. One of his upper front teeth was loose. This could work. He prepared to groan dramatically. His starter, as he called it, until he realized the flaw in his plan. Aunt Polly would simply yank it out, and that would hurt. No, he needed something better. He searched his mind. Then he remembered. A sickness that could keep a person in bed for weeks. He didn't know the symptoms, but that didn't matter. He eagerly pulled his sore tooth from under the blanket and inspected it. At first, it was weak. Then he groaned louder, adding more despair to it. Surely Sid, his sleeping half-brother, would wake up and take notice. No reaction. Tom put in more effort, a deep breath, then a series of drawn-out, sorrowful moans. Still nothing. Sid snored peacefully. Frustrated, Tom shook him. That did the trick. Sid stirred, stretched, and finally blinked at Tom, confused. Tom continued his pitiful performance, groaning dramatically. Sid, alarmed now, called out to him, asking what was wrong. Tom moaned in response, insisting he shouldn't be disturbed. His suffering was unbearable. Sid panicked. He had to get Aunt Polly. Tom weakly protested, saying there was no need. But Sid wouldn't listen. He was horrified. How long had Tom been like this? Why hadn't he woken him sooner? Sid bolted downstairs, yelling for Aunt Polly. Tom, caught up in his own performance, almost began to believe his own agony. Aunt Polly burst into the room, Mary following close behind. Her face was pale with worry as she demanded to know what was wrong. With great effort, Tom gasped out his terrible fate. His sore toe had mortified. For a moment, there was silence. Then Aunt Polly let out a laugh. A mix of relief and exasperation washed over her. Before he could stop her, she called for Mary to fetch a silk thread and a chunk of fire from the kitchen. Tom panicked. His pleas filled the room. His tooth didn't hurt anymore. He swore he wasn't trying to avoid school. Aunt Polly wasn't fooled. She tied one end of the thread around the loose tooth and the other end to the bedpost. Tom barely had time to protest before whoosh! The hot coal flashed in front of his face. And just like that, the tooth hung dangling from the bedpost. Monday mornings, Tom decided, really were the worst.